to Off the Record, the show where we sit down and talk about real life struggles, lessons, and everything in between. All off the record. I'm your host, India Stenson, and we're kicking things off with a special guest, Joe Buchanan III. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So, Joe, what's your major? Where are you from?
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, and my major is nursing, BSN.
So, I heard, like, being a nursing student, like, what's something that comes?
I'd say the biggest thing is it's a big time sacrifice. You really don't have time to do a lot of stuff I did on main campus. I don't have time to do on nursing campus. It's just like a lot of assignments. It ain't no missing class. You gotta have all your assignments turned in on time. It's a real big time commitment. So yeah, I think that's the biggest thing, just how much time goes into it.
You would say that's your biggest challenge being a nursing student?
Yeah, like it really taught me, like time management. On main campus, I didn't really have to plan for anything for it. I just kind of went with the day. Like nursing campus, I have a whole calendar with the month,
and everything written down in between. So how do you manage? It seems like that's a lot. So how do you manage the stress and everything being piled up?
That's a good question because I kind of struggle with it being in nursing school. But I'm trying something new this year because I would say my coping strategies in the past one is healthy, trying to party and stuff and all the other stuff, and that's cool too. But I think this year I'm just really trying to find like peace and being able to unwind, like being by myself. So I started back going to the gym, and then with that it's like meal prepping and stuff. So like cooking and all that other stuff, cool.
That's nice to hear. Are you part of any DNR organizations?
Yeah, I'm part of Kappa Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
Yeah,
I had to think about how I wanted to say it, but yeah, Kappa Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
So how has your brotherhood helped you with the management of being a nursing student?
I would say because it's kind of twofold. It's like it's nice having a support system. People who you can always kind of lean on for emotional support, but at the same time, it comes with so many commitments. And then not only am I leaning on them, but they're also leaning on me for emotional support. So it's like sometimes I might not feel like I'm being the best, like line brother or community member because I'll be so caught up in school and I can't be there for people how I want to be there for them.
How do you communicate that?
I just let them know. I'm just like, yeah, can't do that. I got something in the morning, or yeah, school kind of kicking my butt right now. I can't be there.
I understand. So being a male nursing student comes with its own perspectives and challenges. Have you ever faced stereotypes of pressure being?
I would say like a lot of people that kind of assume that I'm not as intelligent as I am. They kind of, I don't know, like, because we're all in the same program, so I don't understand where that really comes from. But it's just kind of like they think I'm not as capable. I got to prove myself even more.
Do you think it's just because? No, I'm not. I'm being real. Like, do you think that's why, like, you're a male in a predominantly female field? Like, think about it, the roles reverse. Like, a female trying to do a blue collar job. They're not thinking like, oh, she don't know what she's doing.
I mean, I'm not going. Me personally, this type of person I am. I'm not judging because you got here some type of way. Like, we all in the same room. Ain't nobody get here. Especially, I feel like with Alcorn nursing program and making it at least past the first semester, you're not here by luck. Like, they got a good way of weeding the people out who don't really be focused. They got a good way of getting them out of there. So it's like I don't like that. And then yeah, I say that's the main thing. People like underestimate my intelligence, and it even come from other black men in the space doing that. So yeah, it's just real agitating. It's like you brought up like how people like where I'm from or whatever. Like they'll know nothing about me. They'll just see me in my scrubs and I come ask a question. And like I'm not trying to be like too blunt about it, but like let's say it's like a white girl next to me. She's asking the same question. She's gonna get more attention for her question, despite like.
So do you think it's a race thing?
Yeah, I think it's a race thing. I think it's like a gender thing, like you said. And then I don't know if my parents like really helps it either.
I mean, I'm not like trying to make fun of it, but that's just how it is. They see a black man with dreads, tattoos, a nude.
And I don't even got no visible tattoos. I don't.
Well, I don't know why why they tend to put you in that category.
Yeah, I don't know.
I hate that they do that, you know. But looking back, what's one piece of advice you would give students, especially males, who are trying to balance school, social life, and trying to stay true to themselves?
I say the biggest thing, like, stay focused. One thing that kind of kept me focused is like thinking about all the sacrifices my parents put in to get me to the point to where I am today. And I mean, it is kind of like a lot of pressure because you feel like you owe them, but it's like they sacrifice so much in their life. I don't want to like let them down because I feel like I got a lot to give back to them. So the biggest thing is just like stay focused. Because my first couple years in Alcorn, I was kind of all over the place, and like now I'm pretty like settled in, just focused on graduating.
So, this is you graduate this semester.
Yeah, maybe.
So, what type of nursing?
Right now I'm in between med surge and ICU. Med surge, you know med surge.
No, I was gonna ask you. You elaborate on that? 'Cause I
Yeah.
don't know.
So med surge is kind of like probably like most of the time, like, let's say grandma fall and fracture her shoulder or something like that, and that's probably the main place they're gonna send me
So
to.
like a CNA.
Nah, like, cause the CNAs can't pass meds or like they can't do certain things that nurses do. So med surge is kind of like they get out of surgery or they have like some type of like medical issue going on that's not too serious. They're still in a stable condition, but they just need some help recovering. It's kind of like when you think of a hospital, med surge is like the first thing.
So what's your second option?
ICU, that's intensive care unit. That's like with patients that are more unstable and they got like serious like health problems, like where you got to check on them constantly. And you can't really like
So are you in between those two?
Med surge, they say like it's good for new nurses to start off with because you see the most. And then ICU, I feel like that's more intense med surge, but they also pay more. And then I got a pro. He worked at ICU. He was telling me about like the pay differences and stuff like that. I'm like, well, if I can start making that money, then
So are you nervous about like starting?
yes. Yeah, I feel like because we had went to it's a thing called the board of nursing, and that's basically where like because the nurses mess up a lot, and like they get put under a lot of stress. It's a real stressful job, balancing like 5, 6 patients, and then some patients might have mental illnesses. Some of them might be more severe cases than others, so they mess up a lot. So we went to the board of nursing, and you just see people who been struggling with like addiction or other stuff, or like they messed up in their job. They could possibly kill somebody. So not only are you facing getting your nursing license revoked, you're also facing jail time. So yeah, my biggest thing is just I don't want to mess up. So I'm gonna take orientation nice and slow, and I'm gonna just try to like ease into it.
So all right. How many years have you done a nursing degree? It's your second year.
Yeah,
What? 3 semesters, 4 semesters?
fortunately.
Okay, so being like clinicals and all that stuff, so you kind of got like a rundown of, you know.
No, we gotta run down.
So like, you're not nervous about like seeing stuff in the hospital? Because like me, if I see too much blood or if I see throw up, I know that's gonna make me sick to my stomach. You don't feel the same way? Like that don't make you queasy and just like.
Mm-mm. I mean, of course it's gonna bother you, but that's what you signed up for. Like I would say my biggest thing is like smells, but I mean for the most part you just lock in and do what you gotta do. You're not gonna be in a room
That long.
yeah, so you just get in and get out. But yeah, I didn't see some crazy stuff so far.
So is okay. So one more question about the hospital, like the situation and all that stuff. I don't want to like say this and like it sounds wrong, but you're a nurse, so like it's bound to happen one day, like a patient passing away. Are
Mm.
you mentally prepared for that?
Yeah. I mean, of course it's gonna be hard, and like I haven't really. Like, of course, I built a connection with my patients to the point where I care about them. But I feel like I haven't had a patient like where I didn't have for like a week straight when we come in and I meet their family and stuff like that. So I think when the first time I like really get in with a patient and something like that happens, it's gonna mess me up a little bit. But I mean that's just like part of life. And I did everything I could. Sometimes somebody trying to do it.
I understand. Before we wrap up, is there anything off the record that you think people should hear about your journey? Something that most wouldn't expect?
I mean, just going back to what I said before, just stay focused. Like, it's a lot of distractions, especially at Alcorn. And then it's like Alcorn, we're in the middle of nowhere, so you would think it wouldn't be that bad, but it's a lot of distractions. So I would say the biggest thing is just stay focused. I don't think I would have been able to do like half of what I did without without just staying focused and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the biggest thing. Just stay focused, keep the goal in mind. You know, your parents ain't seen you up here to party and mess off your time. They sent you up to the graduation school for.
I know that's right. Look at you. Sound like a scholar, somebody daddy or something. Alright, so that's all we have today. Thank you for sharing your story.
No problem.
And that is all for Off the Record. My name is India Stenson. Signing